the long term regulation of arterial blood pressure is primarily brought about by the kidneys, right? They have a slow onset, right? It generally takes a few days for these long term regulatory mechanisms to come into effect, right? It takes about 3 to 10 days for these mechanisms to come into complete equilibrium, right? They last for many months, okay, many months to years, right? With increase in time, their effectiveness also increases, right? Unlike the short term regulatory mechanism and the intermediate term regulatory mechanisms, the long term regulatory mechanism, they have the capability to alter the blood pressure all the way back to normal, right? So this long term regulation by kidneys is by two ways, either direct mechanism, also called as ECF volume mechanism, or renal fluid mechanism, or it can be brought about by indirect mechanism, right? So let us see one by one. In direct mechanism, what happens whenever there is fall in blood pressure, right? There is decrease in hydrostatic pressure, right? So this decrease in hydrostatic pressure decreases the GFR, glomerular filtration rate. So this would lead to retention of water and electrolytes, right? So this would lead to increase in extracellular fluid volume, right? ECF volume. So this would lead to increase in venous return to the heart, so increase in cardiac output, increase in the blood pressure towards normal, right? So this is what happens in direct mechanism of long term regulation by the kidneys. Indirect regulation of blood pressure by the kidneys is by means of hormones, okay, renin and aldosterone, right? So what happens here, whenever there is decrease in blood pressure, right, what happens, there is increase in sympathetic discharge, right? So this would lead to increase in release of hormone renin from juxtaglomerular apparatus, right? Now this renin would convert angiotensinogen to angiotensin 1, right? So this is converted to angiotensin 2 by angiotensin converting enzyme, which we call as ACE, right? Now angiotensin exerts a few effects. It has a direct vasoconstrictor effect on the blood vessels, right? So leading to increase in the blood pressure, right? It also increases secretion of aldosterone from adrenal gland, right? Aldosterone increases the reabsorption of sodium and water in kidney, right? So this leads to increase in ECF volume, right? So increase in venous return, increase in cardiac output, and increase in blood pressure, right? Now angiotensin 2 also has one more effect. It increases thirst, okay, so leading to increased intake of water, right? So again this would lead to increase in ECF volume, eventually leading to increase in blood pressure. right? So this is the indirect mechanism by which kidneys are capable of controlling, regulating the BP over a long period of time, right? Thank you.